Hello and welcome to another Naval Alliance video where I try and give you hints, tips, guidance, which is not necessarily this is what you should do in this ship, this is what you should do in that ship, but more the gameplay itself and how it transpires. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and normally you would see my webcam in the bottom left hand corner, but unfortunately Vegas doesn't want to capture it directly. And I'm not just faffing with OBS to try and do this in one take, because that would just be terrifying. So we're just going to have me talking. So, right. We're going to be using the minimap an awful lot in this game, because that is what tells you what's happening ahead. You can sort of predict to relative accuracy what a guy or player will do in a certain situation. And then you use that to your advantage by then putting yourself in the way, or you will cut them off or do a flanking attack, etc. But you're looking literally 2 to 3 stages ahead, rather than necessarily what's going to happen now with this DD is get attacked by the aircraft, and he's actually already said in chat, I'll drop my smoke for you. But there's no real need to do that here right now. I'm not spotted. Yes, there's a couple of shots coming in, but there's only one ship to shoot at. So I appreciate him doing this, but he didn't need to do this at this point in time. But that's learned. So what he's done is learnt the mechanics of the game very well and applied them very well. Good communication, but the timing is incorrect for this example. Now, yes, I can farm this battleship long range with high explosive, but I'm not going to do too much damage to him. It's just going to be extra chip damage and more forcing him away. So let's now look at the minimap and see what's happened to our team and the enemy team. Bringing it up, you can tell that the enemy are pushing, because there's Bismarck here, goodbye DD, pushing the A point heavily. They're going quite heavy into A point. The ships over in B are outnumbered, but we have the spotting power of the DD, so we know where they are. And look at C point, the enemy have taken it, and our battleships and cruisers which got pushed up there have been pushed right up to the corner. So it's really difficult. So what's likely going to happen here? Well, I'm in the middle here. I can make a choice, north or south. That's my options. Do I go towards south? And by the way, I'll be going right underneath the back end. Would I be fighting too much? No. By the time I get there, the fight's either already over or it's going to be finished very soon. Now I could go charging through B point, but there's a battleship there, there's only a DD there, etc. But I can go and support our guys at A. They're calling out for help, and then we can start moving off across to the right, causing a crossfire with these ships in the middle. So yeah, so that's what I decided to do. But thinking about that, I thought 2 or 3 stages ahead. So if I pull up this way, I'll get in my position across the east. I'll then give the guys crossfire against these battleships, and we've got them pincered. Yes, our DD has made a bad error here. I think he wanted to get round and torpedo, but unfortunately the buy-in was going too fast. So that, again, tactically right, wrong execution in terms of timing. So we're moving up. Shooting, and yeah, it's just very quiet now. The enemy carrier player is attacking our DD, and it does a fair amount of damage. He's a heck of a player, but we'll find out more about him later. And our DD is getting absolutely hammered there. Goodbye. So now we lost our DDs. So strategically, we've lost our spotting power. So they have sight of us wherever we are. They got the CV up. They got 2 DDs. They own that flank, that thing, that skill. But now look at the bottom. Now we've moved up. There's a big gap opening up with those cruisers, CV and battleships in the bottom half of the map. We actually tell them in chat, fall back to B. Fall back now. You've got to start moving now to fall back to B. But the original plan of executing, of getting these guys in a crossfire is working beautifully. Come on, there's the Bayern. Shots out. And Sinop gets him. We do lose the Sinop straight away. But we have got these ones. They're running. And they're going to be under fire the entire time they are running. And that's exactly what we want to do. Applying our firepower at one target. And we wouldn't have done this if we hadn't thought 2 stages ahead about 2 minutes ago to move up to this position. Shots out. We're just going to start farming these guys. There's not much more we can do. Angle as best I can, just in case I do get shot at. But using the islands, using the points, so shooting. And you notice in this game, you'll see me use an awful lot of AP. That's because I'm after a mission. I need to get 70,000 points of damage to get the next stage of the Odin grind, which I do now have got. And we killed another one. And at that moment, even though we are only ahead minor on number of ships, this entire north flank is pretty much secured. It's only a matter of time before our ships move into sea and take it. By making that decision 2 minutes ago, we've done 2-3 stages ahead. Now let's review what's going on down the south. Yeah, let's bring up the mini-map again. Yep, they have taken too long to move out, even though we said, you've got to move, you've got to get out of here. Only one that's done that is CV, which is excellent. It's excellent. So, that's the sort of thing I'm trying to highlight in this game. You know, we're not looking at the tactical. We're not looking at team play. We're looking at the bigger picture, thinking ahead, 2 to 3 stages ahead at sometimes, to then actually go for it. Yes, we're losing B cap, but we got C cap. So we lose one, we win. We lost one, we won one. And we are quite close to B. So, you know, we will get them. We will get them in the end. So this is my job now, trying to get into cover B. We know there's a DD in there. We need to work out which one it is. It could be the Icarus. It could be the other one. Unlikely because he was last spotted right the way down south. And the CV has escaped. But the other 2 ships which stayed back over in A didn't make the move when they could. Didn't make the chance when they could. Are now being killed. But not too worried. We have secured the north half. We're moving into this cap. Now I am spotted. And I think it's a DD. Pop my hydro. I do not want to get torpedoed. Thank you very much. I am going alone. We don't have any DD spotting for us. Come on. Right. So I've called out to the team. It might be there or there. The reason why I know it's there or there is because I rounded this corner and was spotted. And now I've gone unspotted. So that information tells me either the D-Day is south behind the island to my left or north to the island to my north. So I've called out which one is it. I've covered as the best I can with the hydro, so I'm not too bothered. The CV has definitely got something against me, but I am chewing these up. Something chronic. Really, really something chronic. And I think that tells you something. Graf Zeppelin. Aeroplanes are getting shot to ribbons by a average AA cruiser. Do you think he might be a secondary build? Most likely a secondary build. Again, taking that information of what we don't know and applying it. Doesn't matter now. We are now focusing down on this York. Just trying to... yep, and there you are. There's the torpedoes. All single launched. So we do know that that's the Icarus. Again, taking the information we have and applying it strategically. So more torpedoes coming in, and there he is. Brilliant. Shots out, AP, get some chip damage. So we're now going to charge this guy, because I do have Hydra still running for another wee bit. And we need him dead, frankly, because I'm just going to be spotted by the CV, and he's just going to be a pest and me getting captured. Come on. Where is he? CV's coming in. More fighter planes getting shot down. More fighter planes. Oh, and did very little damage. Okay. So when they go, this will tell us some more information. Right. Gone unspotted. So that means that DD is still in the smoke. But then just got spotted again. He's targeting me? He's not targeting me. Smoke's dissipated. He's no longer there. He's used that smoke to get out. He's pushed back. Okay? So what can I do in that scenario? Do I want to chase him? Nah. My Hydra's just run out. Got to wait for it to recool down. Might as well turn back round. He's out the way. He's not going to cause any problems and go back into B. But it does make a good decision. There is a choice, though, that DD can make. He can go south to join his friends, or he can back round to north to go towards the cap we only own. No, that's two choices he can do, because he's clearly not going to come for me, because we'll sink him. And he can't get into torp range because I'm retreating from him. So his two major options are north or south. Put yourself in that DD's shoes. What would you do in that situation? I would go north, because his friends are getting slaughtered. That cruiser clearly is overpushed and is coming in fire with everybody left on our team, and get a citadel, and a friendly finishes him off. Nice. Now, this point, we know there's two DDs and that cruiser. So we need to get more, again, think about the strategic. We know there's a DD north. We know there's a DD south. So the CV is calling out. So with our remaining forces, we need to split. There we are. Tell the CV, get out the way. And something even more important, ask someone to cut off that angle. So can you cut that angle off to protect the CV? Because we know there's a DD hunting him, and he's got to go the long way around, and we're in the centre of the map. So we can cut that corner off, deny that DD the prize of the CV, keep another one of our there you are. Can you cover that angle? Question out. He's answered, yes, I can. He's a battleship. He's up against a DD. This is not a matchup. That's right. But for the strategic context, it's the perfect thing to do. You're making that DD go further, go round further, tack further, and covering him and covering your teammate, even though you're not the best ship to do it in. So he's doing something which is not in the repertoire of a battleship, hunting a DD to protect a CV. And finally we get that other final DD, CV, cruiser even, and sure enough, yep, we know where the DD is. We've got ships to go into intercept. They're not the right ships to intercept, but they're doing it for the strategic context. Sometimes you just got to put ships on the line to defend a coin. So, and now it's our part to finish this job off. It's up to me and this cruiser to go and take A. That's our job in this view. And sure enough, C point is now getting flipped. Let me think who that is, which we predicted 4 minutes ago. Fortunately, we couldn't do much about it, but we do have ships intercepting. Hopefully that CV can last long enough. But you can see now how your prediction, the strategic view, putting yourself 2 or 3 stages ahead of the enemy can really help your team. We did it a couple of times here. We identified that we wanted to go north to get the enemy battleships in a cauldron. Crossfire, yes, we might have lost the points advantage. However, we didn't. We ended up gaining it back threefold. We've isolated one of the DDs by 2 ships vectoring in to cut him off, and that DD is now gone. He's got a CV on him. There's a cruiser. There's a battleship. There's nowhere he can go. We boxed him off, and finally, the 2 cruisers with relatively good AA are doing the final part of the job of taking this point. And that's what I mean by strategic thinking ahead, planning ahead. We're not just looking at the tactical element. We're not just looking at that DD that gave me smoke early on in the game, which was the incorrect decision. But right tactically, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But the timing was out. And now this time, we've done everything correct. And we've swung this game back around. And although we were behind for long periods of it, we never had it lost. So, let's see who can get this final CV who's been pestering me the entire flipping game. Come on. One cruiser one side of the island, the other cruiser the other side of the island. Let's pincer this gun. Come on. Right. Here he is. He's got to be behind there. That's where the airplanes are coming out from. Is he doing well? Oh, who's going to get it? Awesome. So, hope you like this style of content. Put some comments in the description if you like the style and the way. And follow me on my Twitch. Follow me on my channel. But here we are. There he is. Just look at my health pool for the moment. And yes! We finally get the medal of shooting down loads of CVs. And I'm using AP. Can I find the Citadel? Nope. Try again. Other CVs got him with pincer. Let's do it. Let's kill this guy. More overpens. But yeah, maybe I should have went to high explosive, been more damage. However, I was looking at pure damage here to get that reward. Shots out. Another set down. Come on. Oh, he's going for the ram. He deserves it. That'd be hilarious if he does. But I need 70,000 points of damage. Yes, there's my 80,000. Nice. And he catches him. Ending the game. And what a game it was. Well, I hope you liked that, folks. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.